I never imagined that one small decision, one that seemed harmless at the time, could unravel everything I held dear. But now, here I am, lying alone in a hospital bed that still smells faintly of antiseptic and missed opportunities. The chair beside me sits vacant. My newborn daughter sleeps quietly in her bassinet, her tiny fingers twitching as she dreams, completely unaware that her father isn't here. And the worst part? That's on me. My name is Rachel. I'm 29. And somehow, I managed to turn the most beautiful chapter of my life into a heartbreak I can't undo. Before I explain what happened, let me just say, if you've ever made a decision you wish you could take back, leave something in the comments. A red heart, anything. Just so I know I'm not the only one wearing regret like a second skin. I met Jason 4 years ago, at my sister's engagement party. He wasn't flashy or overly confident. He didn't try to dominate the room. He was quiet, gentle. Honestly, not my type back then. I used to fall for the magnetic ones, the ones who could ruin your world with a single smile. And they always did. Jason wasn't like that. He listened, really listened, without ego, without pretending. Being with him felt like taking a full breath after years of drowning. With Jason, I didn't have to pretend. I could be anxious, messy, insecure, and still feel seen. Still feel enough. Before Jason, there was Marcus. We had a 5-year relationship full of intensity and destruction, the kind of love that lifts you high only to drop you from terrifying heights. We broke up more times than I can count. I cried over him so many nights I lost track. He never offered permanence, just passion. When I finally walked away, I promised myself I was done chasing chaos. Jason was my peace after the storm. He helped me believe in something steady, safe. When I found out I was pregnant, Jason was overjoyed. He came to every appointment. He held my hair back when morning sickness hit. He rubbed cocoa butter on my belly and called my stretch marks lightning scars. He was present in every way that mattered. Even when I felt ugly and broken, he made me feel beautiful, protected, and loved. So how did I ruin all of that? It started with a single message. I was 8 months pregnant when Marcus reached out. "Heard you're having a baby." "That's amazing," he wrote. That's all. I should have ignored it, deleted it, blocked his number, moved on. But I didn't. I replied, "Thank you." Just those 2 words. And that reply turned into a few more messages. Then some casual check-ins. And eventually, Marcus asked if he could stop by after the baby was born, just to see me happy, he said. And in my tired, hormonal, emotionally drained state, I thought, why not? I didn't tell Jason. I didn't technically lie. I just left out the truth. I told myself it wasn't a big deal. That Marcus didn't matter anymore. That this was just a harmless visit. A way to close a chapter that had long since ended. Jason was amazing during Ava's birth. He never once let go of my hand. He cried when she came into the world. He kissed me like I'd just given him the universe. And right after that perfect moment, I shattered everything. Marcus showed up the next day. I hadn't warned Jason. I didn't ask if it was okay. I just let it happen. When I saw Marcus at the door, I told myself it would be quick. Maybe even meaningful. Maybe something we'd look back on one day and laugh about. Jason was holding Ava when I turned to him and asked, "Hey, babe, would it be all right if Marcus held her for a minute?" He froze. I saw his expression change in an instant. All the warmth drained from his face. "Marcus?" he asked. "Yeah," I said, trying to keep it light. "He just stopped by for a second. Thought it'd be nice. I mean, he was a big part of my life once." Jason didn't respond. He just stared at me. And I knew, in that moment, something had broken. Marcus held Ava. Told us she was beautiful. congratulated us. And then he left. But something else left too, Jason's trust. He gently placed Ava back in her bassinet, sat down beside me, and turned slightly away. No affection, no comfort, just silence. I asked him if he was tired. He nodded. "I'll let you rest," he said softly. Then he walked out. And he didn't come back. I called, texted, waited. Hours later, I finally got a message: "I need some space." Days passed before he reached out again. When he finally spoke, his voice was low, heavy. He said he felt betrayed. That I had invited the man who once broke me into what should have been the most sacred, intimate moment of our lives. That instead of honoring the person who helped rebuild me, I had shared that moment with the one who tore me apart. And he was right. I don't even fully understand why I did it. Maybe a part of me still needed Marcus to see that I had survived. Maybe I wanted to prove something, to him, to myself. I don't know. But in trying to win an old war, I lost the only thing that mattered. Jason packed a bag. Said he'd be staying with his brother for a while. Said he'd always be there for Ava, but he couldn't be near me without replaying that moment. And now I understand. I sit here, rocking our daughter, trying not to fall apart every time I see Jason's smile in her face. Doing my best to be a good mother, even if I failed at being a good partner. They say you don't realize what you have until it's gone. But that's not true. I knew exactly what I had. I just never thought I'd lose it. When Jason visits, he holds Ava like she's made of stars. But he won't stay. He won't touch me. Won't look me in the eyes. And I don't know if he ever will again.